Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. So, the Duelist Cup is coming up next, and that's huge, bro. I'm gonna have so much fun for the first time playing a Duelist Cup. I'm probably even going to ride the ship, man, because this is gonna be a feast for us. Like, literally, we're gonna win every single game. I cannot see us being dominated by any other Synchro decks, because we play literally the best Synchro deck, man. If you feel otherwise, man, let me know in the comment section below which deck is better than Blackwings. But yeah, I'm gonna show you like the deck that I'm going to play. I might gonna do like slight adjustments to it, but this is like the most cleanest way to play it without like any unnecessary bricks or with enough hand traps. Okay, because hand traps are going to be huge also in this event. All right, so let's fucking do this. I'm gonna show you like the most common go-to play that we're gonna have here with Simoon. With Summon, we're always going to search for Black Wervant, Zudri, and then we're going to normal summon Zudri, and then we're going to add here these two. Okay, and now after this, it's really up to you what you want to do next. I honestly would suggest to do. First, we're gonna activate Vata's effect. Usually, people like to throw the first hand trap on Vata here, which is fine because it literally doesn't do anything for us. But yeah, we're gonna send those cards here to the graveyard. This also up to you whether you want to send Chinook or not to the graveyard. Because if you decide to go for the Nuffle line, then you want to send Chinook. If you don't go for the Nuffle line, you do not want to send Chinook. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the best possible board here first. We're gonna send Hamilton. And then we're gonna do chain 1. Target Vata. And then we're gonna go here into Athong. And I'm aware that you could play Centurion stuff in this deck and everything, but I honestly don't want to. And now here, by the way, if you ever get Mulcharm with Maxx Seed, the moment you activate Simoon and resolve and search for Vata, right? The next thing that you want to do without special summoning anything else is to add those two cards here, okay? That's really important. You want to add Chinook, and you want to add the Blackbird Close in case you do get Maxx Seed. Because if you get Maxx Seed, your opponent not gonna draw any 10 cards. You're gonna have two crazy interruptions. So with Blackbird Close, you can negate this the monster effect on the field and destroy it, and then summon a Blackwing Dragon from your deck. And as long as you have a Blackwing Dragon or like a Synchro Dark type monster on the field, Chinook is going to be automatically quick effect. So as long as you got those two cards on the field, man, like those two cards after full loss, man, you're gonna win every game. Plus, you're gonna have also some crazy follow up. Okay, so this is what you want to do in case you get Maxx Seed. Anyway, so we're gonna do this here next. Okay, and then go here into Borea Stone. This boy, we're gonna send Shanga. Okay, next up, we're gonna go here into our Dispatter. And then usually with all the extenders that you're gonna have, you're gonna be able to somehow always get here, and your opponent is not gonna nip you. And like if your opponent really decides to keep the Nibiru until the end of this phase, you always want to set up this board here. Okay, first, before, like always some full armor monster first before you activate Zephyr's effect, because in case they do get nipped, you're gonna lose like all your shit, right? But that's fine. That is actually fine as long as you have full armor monster. Because with full armor monster, not only your Chinook is going to be live, but also your Shanga is going to be live in the graveyard. And worst case, best case, you're also gonna have Blackbird Close. Don't forget, with Blackbird Close, you can actually also tribute your full armor master. And as long as you control like Synchro monsters or Blackwing Synchro monsters, you can also keep the Blackbird Close on your hand. You don't even necessarily have to set this card here, right? You can set anything else but the Blackbird Close. And now, how many interruptions do we have? We have Shanga, we have Chinook, we have Blackbird Close, we have this pattern, and then we have 2 times Soul Drain, right? And I promise you guys, first of all, you do not want to run into talents. So if you don't have to use interruptions, don't use them, because otherwise one talent can screw up you completely. All right, so make sure to just burn your opponent as much as possible, and then you want to start using interruptions, right? But I promise you, there's not a single Synchro deck out there that's going to be able to out the 2 Soul Drains right here. Okay, so don't be afraid of just staying on those 2 Soul Drains. As long as they don't have bot breakers, you're fine. And if they do have bot breakers, like I said, we still have so much more. And the great thing is with Chinook, we're gonna have enough in the X deck to send. Like we're gonna send another Blackwing copy, the Blackwing Dragon from the deck, and then on our turn, we're gonna summon the 3rd Assault Dragon and trigger all the effects and summon back all the monsters and go for the OTK. Right? So yeah, this is basically the plan, and I promise you guys it's gonna be good. Okay, this may not look like the craziest board, but it's 100% enough. I promise you guys, because it's ball breaker proof and it's kind of hand trap proof. Alright, I want to show you guys why I also play Bystials in this deck, not only as interruptions, but they can also like really help you to do some play through some interruptions. For example, let's say Vata gets impimped here, right? This usually sucks so much for us. But what we can do is we can banish here the Shamal of Baldrake and then go here into, now we have a couple plays here. We can go into Blackwing Dragon, or we can do something like that. We can do this. Some Vata back. And go here into either like a Baron, or this pattern, and back Vata. And then what I like to do is usually, if we have another Bystial, right, we can now basically banish the Bystial, banish Baldrake from the deck, and then go here into a Baron, which is also possible sometimes. Unfortunately, man, we cannot play Lil Knight, but in the past I used to do like some Lil Knight action here. But yeah, this is also possible, and it helps to play with Baldrake. In case we had like another Bystial or anything, or like a Hamatan or whatever, we can really easily extend here and play, continue to play. Okay, just keep that in your mind. Here's also something that I want to show you and have to show you. For example, right, this is really cool actually. Yeah, you can do something like this. Boom. Okay. And now, if you have a hand like this, right, it's up to you. Like you can go here into a Baron. You can go here into a Baron to play through in the Biru. Or what you can also do is, in case you have like, I don't know, let's say you have a Bystial sometimes here with Assault Synchron, before you even want to go into like any combos, you can also do stuff like this. Right? And then like, start with the regular combo and start playing with all of these, which is then going to be basically, here, let me show you real quick what we can build here. Nuke to our hands. I'm gonna use these. Come back. I just realized I fucking missed the timing here. Yeah, if you want to not miss the time of Hamatan, you need to be chain 1 target Hamatan, chain 2 your Chinook. Okay, that way, not gonna work. Yeah, now I fucked up. But yeah, just keep that in mind. That's also something that you need to know. I know, but I always forget. But yeah, you guys should forget. Right. Let's see, what can we do? How can we fix this situation here? We can summon maybe something like Draco Berserker. Before you want to do this, you don't want to get unnecessary burn damage. Let's do this. Then go here. Take this pattern. Use that boy. Yeah. Instead of the Draco Berserker, we could have had a second Assault Dragon, which is sometimes better, or most times better. But yeah, still a solid board. We have Shang on the graveyard, Chinook in our hand. So yeah. I just want to show you that just because we are locked so many times into dark, especially if we start with Simoon, we can still use Baron the Fleur in our deck. Okay, I just want to point that out. But yeah, we play a lot of hand traps in this deck, man. Also, one card that I like to play in this deck is Shifter. We'll see how good it's going to be, because I feel like there's no other Synchro deck besides maybe like that weird fish deck that banishes everything. Besides maybe that one, there's not a single good Synchro deck that can play in the Shifter really good. So we're gonna test this, because if we start with Simoon and Shifter, like, we can end up on crazy boards on the Shifter. So yeah, just want to test that, see how that works. And then yeah, so we're playing 1 Droll, 2 Maxx, 1 Shanga, 1 Hamatan, 3 times Bata, 1 Chinook. We play the Assault Synchro not only as a bridge but also like as a great extender that we're going to need. But yeah, he's also the only extender that I have in case we have like a Maxx on our hand. We need to bridge that away, or if we have Bystial or Shift on hand, then he's also the only way to bridge into Blackwing monsters. And yeah, we got 3 Ashes, 1 Zephyros, 2 Shamals, 3 Zudris, 3 times Fuwa. This is going to be the best hand trap after Maxx in this format. Triple Simoon, 1 Shifter, 1 Zonda. The reason why I'm playing Zonda in this deck is so that Zudri alone becomes a 1 card combo, otherwise he's not doing shit. Instead of this pass, but that's not a combo. Or, I don't know, Boreal Storm with Shanga on the graveyard pass, and that's also obviously not good. But yeah, we got 1 Nibiru in case the people want to accept the Maxx challenge. 3 times Small World, 2 times Black Whirlwinds, 1 Black Feather Whirlwind, 2 times Call by Grave. And like I told you guys, if we get Maxx to Fuwalos, Blackbird Claws is the way for us to play. For the X-Deck, I'm playing 1 Knockdown, 2 Boreal Storms, 2 Blackwing Dragons, 1 Omega Framelit. I might drop that card again, but there are some really cool plays how we can hand loop our opponent. And by hand loop, I mean I'm talking about 2 cards so we can hand loop. 1 Draco Berserker, XL Synchro, that can also come in handy. Full Armor Master, Baron, triple Tax Dragon, Dispatter, Chaos Angel. And the only thing that I'm considering to change is Omega. And I know you guys want to play this card here. I know you guys want to play this card, but the only way to play this card here is if you play Orochi, right? Play Orochi, but the problem is Orochi is only going to be a good card for us if we play Abyss. Otherwise, like, if we can't summon Abyss, and the only way to summon Abyss is by having Blackwing Dragon on field. This card isn't going to do anything, so this can be also a bad brick for us. Okay, just to keep that in mind. I understand he's a kind of good on field Omni Negate. He's not gonna protect us from the Nibiru, but yeah, it's up to you guys. I don't like to play Rashi. You can play it, but I would not suggest to do it. The other way to summon it would be with Kunai, maybe, if you want to change like the levels. But do you really want to play Kunai? Can be like a brick too, right? So yeah, just it's up to you guys. I wouldn't play it. If you want to play it competitively, do not play it. And besides that, man, yeah, this deck is gonna be insane, bro. We can do some test sets here. We can check out some test sets. Yeah, this is a really cool hand. Crazy hand. Crazy hand. Crazy hand. Like, you should always see at least one hand trap. Here's the first time we do not see one. Here's a 2 hand traps, 1 hand trap, 2 hand traps, 1 hand trap, 1 hand trap, another hand trap, 1 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 2 3 sorry 1. Yeah, you should always see hand traps, and this is like the most important thing. Not gonna show how good the biscuits are going to be, but like I said, the biscuits are not only there for us to be hand traps, but also great extenders, because sometimes we are lacking some extenders, and that's how they're gonna help us out. Also break some boards. But yeah, I'm excited for this event, man. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, all right, see you guys. Bye bye.